Those are just clear. These have a pale blue backing to them. We could do gold eyes. Oops, I dropped one. We could do gold eyes. That would look cool. Jane Wayne! Thank you so much for the sub. I feel like I need to do something more special for you guys for subbing. I say that because I got an email this morning saying that subscriptions are going up again. They just went up to $5.99 instead of $4.99. And they're gonna go up to $7.99. Oh my gosh, they're killing us.
Yeah, I just heard that. I can't believe it. I heard $7.99.
I know, what? So if you guys end up not subbing because the price went up by, $3 this year alone, it's gone up by $3. I don't blame you for not subbing. I'm fine with y'all just coming in, hanging out. I've never required anybody to subscribe. It's great. It's nice having the little extra funds to buy things like the eyes. That's pretty much what That's what I've been using the money for, to buy things to keep making things for on stream. It's just $7.99. Seems ridiculous.
I think donating 6MO is more beneficial at this point to you.
Yeah, I think so too. I just gotta find a place that you guys can donate to instead. Even if it's just like $3. I mean, Twitch is getting ridiculous. Isn't it? And then if you're a Canadian, it's more than that because the Canadian dollars. Ad break. Of course. We're going to complain all we want. They're going to do what they want. Yeah, I don't know where to set it through, if you know what I mean. I do have PayPal, so if you do go into your PayPal, you can send me money via kbfibers@gmail. Through my email will go directly into my PayPal. So I don't know. That could be an option. I don't know. Oops, here's another. I'm losing. This is how I'm losing pieces right here. Oh, I hate these bags. Why? Maybe I need to get another Ziploc baggie. Yeah, I was using Ko-fi for a while, but then because I was selling my ebooks and some other patterns and some finished items in there, they charged me $136 for using their service, and I didn't make that much money. They charged me more than what I made, so I'm just like, no. So I gave up on coffee. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, no. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but I thought that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's just too much. If they're gonna take more than what I made, I mean, what's the point of it then? You know? I need to get a different bag. I don't think I have any other Ziploc bags are in the kitchen. Hang on. Need to take care. Oh wait. What is this? This will work. 50 storage bags, quart size. But hey, they might have a snowman on it or something. That's fine. Yeah, snowman. It's fine.
BTW, did you get my Discord message? I sent you a pic of my little mouse with her knee, and I didn't post in the Discord because I need to cover her face with a smiley or something first, but wanted you to see her big smile.
I haven't looked at Discord yet today, which reminds me I do need to go do my poke daily. Was it a private message in Discord?
Gene Wing. Yeah, DM.
Direct message. Aw, I did see that. I did see that. So cute. She's adorable. I'm glad she's enjoying the unicorn though. Sorry. Noise. The plastic noise. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This bag is much better than this bag. I'm gonna just dump it in. Do away with these loud plastic bags. Jeez. It matched her shirt? Yes, it does. I'm looking at the picture right now. It does. Okay. These went with those eyes. Okay. Hey. All I know is this headache has got to go away. This headache has got to go away. Yeah, I did give the picture a heart. Oops. And I clicked on it again and it took it away. I gave it a sparkly heart. She's so cute. Looks great. I love to see happy faces. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And I just spun this all around to tangle things up.
Pokemon community game.
Okay.
A wild dog man appears catcher using Poke Catch winners revealed in Nikes. Gene Wing.
Aww.
She got a lot of gifts today, but she loved the unicorn.
Aww. Aww.
Cape Vipers. Poke Catch heavy ball.
All the Pokemon are getting away today. But it is what it is. I've already had a spam call about my I'm getting spam text messages. The spam call about my tax relief. We got money back. Don't know what they're talking about. Escaped again. Alright. That's fine. Alright. I did a little advertising in Facebook about my Twitch stream. Had one lady ask questions. Wanted to make sure it was a free thing. A lot of people apparently in the YouTube world have not heard anything about Twitch or what Twitch is about, but Twitch is much like YouTube, except they don't keep the videos forever. I could do tutorial videos here and do like a showcase of them. That's the only way they will keep forever. But things are always changing, always doing different things, always making different things. Always working out of books or other patterns. I've created some of my own. Getting there with things. I'm just happy people want to come hang out when I'm on live. My life would be very boring without you all. So I want to thank you very much just for coming and hanging out. That's what I appreciate the most. Just being able to spend time with y'all. People time. Always time well spent when you get to spend it with other people. And it is a bit more special when you can share something together. I do need to finish work on my junk journal. I need to create pages for it and figure out how the thing comes together. I've never done one before. I did watch a couple miniature ones being made this week. I'm still not sure on the binding part of it. Not sure how it will all come together. But it's a learning experience, you know? Trying something new, trying something out of my comfort zone. I took good notes and things from my vacation. Things that, you know, I want to remember. Part of my life experience. Some things are more important than others, but I still feel like it was a vacation of a lifetime. No, not like going overseas to like Paris or, you know, Ireland or anything like that. I'll probably never do that. I don't have a passport and I've never been on an airplane. Even when I go out west, usually drive it. That's half the experience. Is the drive. Seeing how the landscapes change from state to state as you go across, depending on what route you take. The northern route, southern route, mid route. Each one is different. It's just like in the journal, you know, it's only the second time I've ever crossed the Mackinac Bridge from Lower Peninsula of Michigan to the Upper Peninsula. That is one long bridge. It's amazing that they make bridges that long. It's like going into Virginia. You actually go down into this tunnel that goes underneath the, I think it's a river. It goes underneath a river and comes up on the other side. I can't imagine what it took to do that. Instead of a bridge across. I think off stream I'm gonna start setting up some cotton yarn to do a bath towel. No, not a bath towel, a bath sheet on the big loom. I could probably set it up to where I could do 2 bath sheets. This will have to be done with no fringe anyway. Let's look up the size of a bath sheet. Size of bath sheet. Bath sheets are usually between 35 and 40 inches wide and 60 to 70 inches long. Making them the largest size towel, they're often considered a luxury option and are often found in hotels and spas. Bath sheets are larger than standard bath towels, which are usually 28 to 30 inches wide and 52 to 48 inches long. Bath sheets offer more coverage than standard towels, making them ideal for wrapping around your body and drying off. Hey, Lady Cricket Bug! Thank you for the check-in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the check-in. Let's go. And they're more absorbent than bath towel, which can offer you dry off faster. We'll give you a quick shout out too. Thank you so much for the lurk and the check-in. Check-ins are for anybody. It's part of the Crafty Collective. I see we also have a Pokemon. I'm going to send out a quick Pokeball. Send out a quick Pokeball. Twitch has made me sad this morning. Seeing that email about it going up to $7.99 for subs per month. Oh, you wasn't the one? Oh boy, here we go. Hello? 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 Yes, it's a real number. You can talk now. No fake here like you. You be the fake. Hello? You called me. What do you want? Hello? Yep, bye. How rude. How rude. Why even answer? Because sometimes I can be funny with them. There's one time I tried selling one in Afghan and he almost went for it. And one of them I told him it wasn't a real deal. And he needed to prove to me that it was a real deal. So he needed to send me $200 into my PayPal. So he did. He sent the $200 to prove he was a real person. I'm like, well, okay, you're a real person. So what is it you want? So I scammed the scammer out of $200. If I tie them up in enough time, that keeps them from bugging someone else as well. Yeah, use it. All the more important to use it Amazon Prime because, oh my gosh. Subs are going up to $7.99 on October 1st, y'all. $7.99 a month. I mean, come on. Come on. That's getting to the point of ridiculous. Ay, ay, ay. Also, Twitch can make more money. Father Basil gotta have his dollar. He looking for a new yacht. I don't know, really. That's a lie. I don't know. I'm making up stuff now. I don't know what Basil needs. Probably doesn't need anything. He just thinks he needs more money. Of course, the cost of everything has risen here in the States. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to be more diligent about growing things in my garden and keeping neighbors out of it. Keeping neighbors from stealing it. That's a feat in itself. Have to get to be more diligent about actually weeding the garden. Keeping my plants in good condition so they will be fruitful.
Brandon J. Locks. Record the shotgun sounds and play them when you yell at them.
Record a shotgun sound? That wouldn't be too hard. I'd just take my shotgun down to the range. Make a blank shell. Didn't mean to pull those off. I was trying to give myself room. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. This will be 15. Oh, the thing is, they come and steal my plants when I'm not here. I usually go to my grandmother's cottage and spend a week over the course of 4th of July. We used to. We don't anymore. We used to. And I don't know why... I don't know why my bot is speaking so softly today. Let's see if I go into the control panel, can I...